So not too long ago, I did a Petra hate reaction video, and someone down in the comments asked me to do a Puck hate reaction video. I'm not sure why most of the rezero community actually hate Puck, but we surely gonna get to the bottom of it. Let's get into the video. So let's get to it. Explain the Puck hate. Yeah, we're gonna try to figure out why is there Puck hate. Let's see. He's a shitty father. Still better than Gon's dad. Not better. Oh my god, there are some crazy people. As much as Puck sucks, he didn't lead to go buy milk. Oh my god, y'all are some savages. Not being around is better than being around low-key brainwashing your child. Oh my god. I just don't see him brainwashing her. He sealed her with memories from her before he met her, sheltered her from the world, and wouldn't explain a ton of important information that would corrupt the innocent little Lila. Basically keeping her mentally a child forever. Notice how much she developed literally the day Puck broke their contract. Okay, I can see what you're talking about. Number one, I don't think he did that just, to make her look dumb and make her look like a mental child. I don't see that. What he did is protecting her in the right way, as any parent would. He really cared about her. If you remember the Subaru, the episode when Subaru came back to the cave during Emilia, when he was during the trial she was going through, how she was mentally broken. If he would have let this information loose, and any information that's really important that can hurt her, we're not really sure how she would take it. Yeah, we might see Emilia like, hey, anything is possible. We can do this. We got this. Or we could possibly see mental broken Emilia. And what we've seen when Subaru came back to the cave, well, Emilia was doing these trials and he saw a broken Emilia. That be the reason right there. But she did develop as a character when they broke his contract. He did it for a reason. And I think it was his time also for letting her do what she needed to do and grow. Something bigger than herself and himself. Yeah, but there is a point. She did develop literally the day Puck broke their contract. I really can't understand what this person is saying. The Lord's comes to me. I can see what he's talking about. Yeah, wasn't Pandora the one doing the memory thing too? Yeah, Pandora did erase Emilia memories. She sure did. Puck sealed all away Emilia memories of her childhood. And that's what Puck did. He did not want Emilia hurt and remembering what happened during that day when she froze everything. Because that would hurt Emilia. She don't like to hurt nobody. And so that's why he sealed that away from her. I think most of the hate comes from the if stories. Web novel story, Puck doesn't care for anyone. He just cares about Emilia is breathing. I think some cut content from the web novel. From the web novel, he mocked Subaru a lot on Wrath. If he makes a contract with Subaru to kidnap Emilia from Roswell, basically putting her in a room alone forever with an excuse to protect her. That caused Emilia to break down, making her a doll and didn't care about her mental stability just for her safety. So basically he preaches that he loves Lila with all his soul, but when it comes down to help her to overcome her mental trauma or to help her to improve individually, he always fails and lead the rest to Subaru, and Subaru fails, he just watches his hand. Yeah, I can see that. When Subaru, when he was carrying Rim from that cave in that Beetlejuice saga, what I'm talking about in Arc 1, Arc 2. When he came from the cave, and when he had Rim in his arms, you can see Puck in his monster form, his Goliath form. And he looked down and he said, sleep well with my daughter tonight, and cut off the head of Subaru. When Emilia dies, he don't care about anything. He will destroy the world. And that's when Reinhardt versus Puck, and what happened after that. I can see what the point here is. I think Puck does have some bad moments, but I think it's for good reasons. He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad father. It's some things we just don't understand what Puck is doing, or I don't think Emilia knows what's going on or understand what he is doing for her, so in the long run. In addition to what the guy said, considered, Subaru, a powerless kid, does the extremes to save Emilia, putting his life on the line. This is true. Puck, a super great spirit, supposedly only Emilia's safety in mind, yet he repeatedly loop after loop, he fails. Yeah, I can sing that. Okay. Here's the issue. Now we're getting down to it. Yeah, I can see it I can see what people are talking about now. He doesn't really protect her like everybody said he does. Because there are some crucial moments, some crucial moments in this series, in the web novel series, in the anime, that he does not come out. You don't really see him at all. And I think what he's doing, I think he wants wants Emilia to develop on her own. And that's really hard to see that with all this evidence they're pointing to it. He could have helped and made it a lot more easier on Subaru and Emilia if he would have just helped out, but you barely see Puck that much. In addition to yeah, I can really see this. Subaru does way more than Emilia. He does way more than Emilia. The only thing I can't blame him for is his nap during the Elsa fight. He has a contract that limits him. So, yeah, there are some limits. So, Puck did honor. That's one thing Puck does really good is honors his contract. If he's strong enough to even attempt to destroy the world, he's strong enough to effing protect. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. This makes me draw a parallel between Puck and Regulus Cornelius, who is obsessed with everything in his life to stay unchanged and innocent. In case of his wives. Yeah, I can see I can see that. Finally someone who has given the understandable answer to this question that has plagued me forever. I can rest assured that this hate is overblown. I don't know. There is some good reasons, but yeah, I can see how it's overblown as well. Let's see. Web novel Puck is a lot worse than light novel and anime Puck. The majority here are web novel readers, so I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna highlight it. I always thought he was a little possessive over Emilia, especially especially in the anime. Well, in the web novel, he was really protective. In the anime, it's kind of light. You know how the web novel, then the light novel gets watered down, and the light novel is like bad, much worse than the anime is because the anime waters down because of the censorship of different countries and stuff. So, yeah, this is a lot more worse. But they're exactly right. This person exactly right because Puck was really mean to Subaru, especially in the web novel. You just seen that nonsense. You know you're a bad when Roswell calls you out. That's true. Yeah, he's stuck in the crystal in the web novel because of the Roswell. No, I mean, there's a scene where Roswell thinks that Puck's manners was parenting is weird. Yeah, he did call him out for that. He's super pretty. He's super pretty. I think Puck is a pretty kitty. And so focused on Emilia that he doesn't realize just as little beep he is. He doesn't care about anyone's well-being. Yeah, that's a growing theme here. This is a growing theme of Puck not being a great father and not protecting Emilia really well. And I can see some points in this. Puck is a sexist little beast that treats Emilia like a little doll and meant to only look pretty and be looked at. He places extreme restrictions on her personal freedom. She can't even style her own hair on her own. Yeah, now reading this, I can see it. And it'd be over and over. It'd be like the same loop. That he doesn't really do anything. So he does not really protect her, but it gotta be a certain protocol for this, I guess. Like there's limits he can do, possibly not can't do. So that's why Puck don't come out. But I think if it was really if he don't really care about Emilia, I think Emilia would have known that. But I think she understands what Puck can and can't do. So I can't really base it off that Puck's an asshole or a terrible father figure for Emilia. Because I'm sure Emilia knows that what Puck can and can't do within his contract. I swear, I think he explained it to her because, I mean, if you're signing a contract with somebody, especially Emilia and Puck, you're going to be together for the rest of your life or something like that. And protecting you, yeah, at least he lets you know about some things he can't do. So I think Puck has enough integrity to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. In which chapter did the scene of Puck throwing Subaru through the window really happen? Oh my god! I forgot about that too. I forgot about the window scene. That was weird. Oh, here's some facts here, guys. Here's some good facts. He literally tries to destroy the entire world if Emilia dies and blames people who weren't. Yeah, that's a big point there. Especially I said earlier, when Subaru was carrying Rim and Subaru and Rim was dealing with Beetlejuice. The moment he saw Subaru, he cut his head off, and dang, the world is destroyed. And then Reinhardt, and you know what the rest happened here. He don't cares for people other than Emilia as long as they're useful and keeping Emilia safe. This is true. He constantly keeps information that would be very useful. Yep. He prevented Emilia from remembering her past, and he would have kept it in the way forever if he wasn't basically forced to do otherwise. He was needlessly cruel to the ones who hold some bias in the series. In the novel, he didn't give. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, I can't say that. Now, it was also in the anime, but he didn't give Emilia the proper sex ed. I don't know. I think it was just a joke. But it did make her look stupid, so it did not really go well. But I can't see the reasons why here. We found out the reasons why. That Puck is really, really hated. He's not a very good father. He don't really honor his contract that much. And protecting Emilia does not come in the clutch when Emilia is in trouble and Subaru gets the blame if something happens to Emilia, or anybody that's supposed to protect Emilia gets the blame when it's not their fault. So I can understand Puck. But in Puck's defense, there's probably some things he can and can't do, and Emilia probably knows about it. If Emilia knows that she's not getting cared for, I swear she probably would say something to Puck if she didn't feel like he's not doing a very good job protecting her and stuff like that. So these are very interesting stuff. Great point of views. A lot of facts here. A lot of people did a great job pointing stuff out. And that's why I love the ReZero community. Y'all come out with great analysis about the ReZero. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Tell me what you think about Puck. I would love to hear what you think about Puck. Subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.